How to manage criticism.
Oof, that is a loaded topic. Welcome to Red Room.
To 18 perspective.
Okay. Welcome to Red Room.
Welcome back to the series where we talk about issues that teenagers face through a teenage and an adult perspective. Today we are talking about how to manage criticism.
Oof, that is a loaded topic, and I don't think we will do justice in 5-7 minutes. But let's still give it a try on why we think it is important and what you can do. So, we know it is a universal problem. All of us face criticism. Even me as an adult face criticism in my work. We wanted to bring it out to the world, saying it is not necessarily a teenage only problem, but you as a teenager might feel that you are at the center of all the negativity because of the amount of no's you've been hearing from childhood, that you've always constantly been told, don't do this, don't do that, don't sit here, don't do
whatever you're doing.
Yes. So, and we are always called out for actions and feel that we are being criticized all the time. So that can be one of the reasons that it can feel very heavy. And we also wanted to touch upon one or two quick tips that you could possibly do on how to deal with criticism when it is being brought out to you as a person. You asked for it or did not ask for it. It is also unavoidable in a way. If you are out in the world, you would get feedback.
Yes.
So what about feedback?
Okay, so things that we have to remember about criticism is that there are two types of it. It's a large scale. There are two types of it. There's constructive criticism and toxic or destructive criticism. Constructive criticism is meant to help you. That's what you have to remember. And destructive criticism is meant to hurt. Places where you can find constructive criticism is school. Your teachers could be giving you feedback on your work, how you can improve or how you can get your point across easier. And I don't want to be told about my individuality by somebody. I don't want them to be poking or directing stuff that isn't going to help me in the future. It's not going to help me grow. So why would I want to listen to it in the first place?
Yeah. So the point that we wanted to bring across is that if you feel that you are under the scanner, if you feel that you are being, there's a spotlight, we'll have to learn to identify that at that point in time and how to stop being able to do that. If you are surrounded by people who are, constantly pointing things out on how wrong you are,
turn your emotions off, because having your emotions then just makes it hurt even more. So turning your emotions off for a second and just looking at the words that they're saying as phrases. Is it helping me or is it hurting me? And if it's helping me, then good, I'm going to work on what they're saying. But if it's hurting me, what am I going to do? Am I going to react to it? That just might make it worse. Or am I just going to inquire about it and be like, what about it?
As it will help you then identify and find ways to grow. So things that we can do in terms of helping ourselves to grow is to be able to ask clarifying questions around what is the feedback that is coming our way. Also realize that we are not alone in this whole journey. Everybody is experiencing it. And being able to identify, even labeling it as, oh, this is not helpful for me.
Yeah, just identify it, and that'll make your life a lot easier. And that would actually make handling what they're saying a lot easier, because you know what to do.
The other thing that I also wanted to touch upon was that typically when we are criticized, we react most of the time versus
you're defensive. Because to me, when I was being criticized about things, I thought they were questioning
my identity.
Like, especially with my work, because I'm a perfectionist, and when people are telling me that something that I'm producing isn't perfect, I would be very defensive. And
that's a topic for another time. Perfection.
But I would be very defensive and I would not listen to them because there was no way that what I produced wasn't perfect. But as I grew older, nothing is perfect. Just focusing on what can I do to improve from what they are saying.
Awesome.
Okay, to summarize, criticism is something that everybody faces and you're not alone. There are two types of criticism, toxic and constructive. If you are facing toxic criticism,
Turn back.
it's best to avoid it. But if you can't, don't be defensive, inquire, and
Learn to control your emotion just when it is coming, so that you're not becoming defensive about it, but you're able to ask questions and you are able to see the situation objectively.
yeah.
And again, you're not alone. This is all from our side in terms of some quick tips that you could possibly take up to be able to handle criticism a little better than what you're doing today. And do comment below on what is it that you would possibly want to do in the next 2 hours, next 2 days,
and
next 2 weeks. I got that right this time. Okay, and we'll come back again with another topic. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.